Okay, here's question 26 on the foundation calculator paper. Now, this is a pretty straightforward and very common question. It's a scatter graph question. You need to get it right. Okay, so the important aspect of this question, let's just read the question first, right? There's some information at the top which I just need to pull down so we can see that before we go through the rest of the question. Okay. The scatter graph shows some information about 8 cars. Okay, it shows some information about 8 cars. For each car, it shows the engine size in liters and the distance in kilometers that the car travels. So, distance that it travels, engine size, and there are 8 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cars. So the crosses each represent a car, and it's the distance each of the cars with different engine sizes travel on 1 liter of petrol. Okay, so they put 1 liter of petrol in and they let them drive and they see how far the car goes. What type of correlation does the scatter graph show you? This has nothing to do with the cars, right? But you're looking at the scatter graph, it's going down like that. If they're going downwards, that's a negative correlation. So you could just put the word negative. What type of correlation? It's a negative correlation. So I'll just put negative, and that's one pretty straightforward and easy mark. Let's look at part B. Okay, in part B, if we read the question, it says a different car of the same type has engine size 2.5 liters. Estimate the distance that that car could travel on 1 liter of petrol. Well, this is the standard way of this question. This question first of all asks you what type of correlation you get, and then they ask you to actually read off one value and then use a particular value and then read off the answer of the graph, one way or the other. But before you do that, you need to draw a line of best fit. Now, when I draw a line of best fit, I look at where I put the ruler. I try to get the ruler to go through as many values as possible with an equal number on either side. And one of the things I sometimes do is I can put the ruler on edge and look at it to make sure I have about the same number on either side. But this one's not too bad because they're all actually pretty much in a straight line. And if I get that going something like that. Now there's never one exactly correct answer for the line of best fit. I could have drawn that a bit lower, right? I could have drawn that a bit lower, but from there, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I am going to do that again. Okay, I will leave it like that, but I would have drawn that a little bit lower. If I look at this, what they said the engine size is 2.5 liters. 2.5 is over there. From 2.5, I'd go all the way up, and then across. Now this is where drawing the line of best fit is essential. If you draw the line of best fit, you're going to get 1 out of the 2 marks that this question is worth, and then the other you're actually going to pick it up from here. That is 2.5. That's the engine size, as they said here. The engine size is 2.5. Go up and then across. Now I want to read off that value there. Now, if that's 10 and that's 12, that one below is 11. And each of these tiny squares, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiny squares going from 11 till 12. So each of those are worth 0.2. So that's going to be 11.2. But I reckon they'll accept a range of answers in this question. And if you got 11, they'd accept that as well. So I think if my line was just a little bit lower, right, it would have been 11. But both of them, these answers would be fully acceptable. If I drew this line of best fit again, I would do it just a slightly bit lower. But if you play around with it, right, as I said earlier, there isn't a perfect and a single correct answer. You just need to have a line going through as many points as possible. Okay.